For the past several years, the NEA tournament has recognized individuals who have played instrumental parts in the longevity and success of the tournament. Tonight we'll recognize 8 additional individuals who have played vital roles in helping maintain the rich tradition for now 70 years. Ladies and gentlemen, this year marks such a milestone for this tournament. There have been so many great memories, so many great players, so many great coaches, and yes, so many great fans that have supported the tournament throughout the years. The executive committee would like to say thank you for all your support throughout the years. At this time, I'd like to ask, if you have ever played or coached in the NEA tournament, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, we show our appreciation for all those who have helped make this the greatest basketball invitational tournament ever. Thank you, participants. You may now be seated. At this time, we recognize our first special guests who have been selected to be recognized tonight by the NEA Executive Committee. As I call your name, will you please come to center court? Tommy Schofield. Mr. Schofield has been a friend to the NEA for a few years. He has supported the NEA before the tournament was held in the old building. Mr. Schofield enjoys going to the tournament to see old friends. Throughout the years, he has played many careers while watching some great games. Mr. Schofield attended the McNeal School District before moving to Lake City. Some of his fondest memories of the tournament were watching his granddaughter participate and watching Chester Barter play and coach in the tournament. Mr. Schofield does not miss many games. Once he arrives at the tournament, he prides himself in watching all the games. Last year in the tournament, Mr. Schofield missed only one game of the entire tournament. Mr. Schofield admits that he now has good days and bad days, and he plans on attending the tournament as long as he can get there. Thank you, Mr. Schofield. It is because of supporters like you that have made this tournament so special. Next is Billy Jack Lane. Miss Lane has lived her entire life in the Monette area. She is a retired teacher of 37 years from the Leedsville and Monette districts. Miss Lane went on to spend an initial 13 years at the Cotton Bowl Votech, working with adult education. In January, Miss Lane will turn 90 years of age. Miss Billy, as she is often called, has had the opportunity to enjoy the complete 70 years of NEA history. She has had 3 generations to participate in the tournament. Her son Skip played in the early 70s, her grandson Chip played in the 90s, and grandchildren Taylor, Whitley, Lane, and Ryan all played in 2000s. Some of Miss Billy's fondest memories were watching her grandson Chip win the NEA tournament for a 3rd straight time, something that had not ever been done before. But watching her great-grandchildren play is the most prestigious tournament, and seeing them help May win the tournament last year also ranks up there very high on her list of greatest memories. Miss Billy has supported the tournament so long because she truly believes that this is the best tournament in the state year in and year out. It is truly a Lane tradition, and it's just part of their Christmas holidays. Other than winning the state tournament, this tournament is the most prized championship a team can win. The tournament has such a family reunion atmosphere where generations come together to see the newest group of players make their own NEA history. The tournament is really a Northeast Arkansas treasure and something we can all call our own. Thank you, Miss Billy Jack Lane, for your many years of support. Next is Chip Lane. Chip is a graduate of Buffalo Island Central School District. Chip is a 4-time All-NEA selection, where he led his team to 3 straight NEA championships before being defeated by Tuckerman in the semifinals of his senior year. His teams won 14 straight games, compiling a record of 14 wins and 1 loss during his career at Buffalo Island Central in the tournament. When Chip graduated in 1993, he was ranked as the 2nd leading scorer in tournament history behind Don Lewis of Armorel. He is now ranked the 4th all-time in scoring. After graduation, Chip was awarded an athletic scholarship to Lyon College. His freshman year, he was named Freshman of the Year in the AIC. Chip earned conference honorable mention both his freshman and sophomore years at Lyon College. Chip transferred to Arkansas State University and decided not to play basketball before receiving his BSc and MSc and his specialist degrees there, making history by being the very first team to win 3 straight NEA tournaments as a special meeting for Chip, but witnessing his kids, Taylor and Whitley, play well in the tournament and being recognized as all NEA selections ranks at the very top. Seeing his son's team win the tournament last year in such an impressive way and using the tournament as a springboard to win back-to-back state championships are memories beyond comprehension. Having the opportunity to be recognized with his grandmother, Billy Lane, makes tonight a memory not easily forgotten. Chip was employed by the Bay School District, where he has served for 15 years as principal and superintendent. Chip has also served on the NEA tournament for the past 6 years. Thank you, Chip Lane, for your service and commitment to the NEA. Next is Myra Malone McNeal. Myra is a graduate of Wiener High School. She helped guide her Lady Cardinals to 3 straight conference championships, 3 district championships, a pre-holiday championship, and a NEA runner-up during her time at Wiener. Myra was an NEA all-tournament selection in 1981-82, 82-83, and 83-84. She was also selected as all-conference 4 straight years, as well as being selected the district most valuable player her 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year. After graduating from Wiener, Myra attended Ouachita Baptist University and Arkansas State University. Having the opportunity to play on a college campus was always a highlight for Myra. Having the opportunity to compete against teams that you might not play on your regular schedule was something that the NEA tournament always provided. The tournament has always had such a rich tradition in this region and will always have a special place in her heart. Myra is currently teaching family and consumer science for the Carlisle School District. Thank you, Myra Malone McNeal, for your many contributions to the NEA tournament. Next, we have Mark Springer. Mark is a graduate of Wiener High School. He's a member of some very good teams during his years at Wiener. In 1978, his teams were NEA champs, conference champs, and state runner-ups. Mark was an all-state, all-conference, Class A state MVP, as well as a selection for the All-Star game in 1978. Some of his fondest memories are rallying from a 22-4 first quarter deficit in the 1978 finals to defeat their rival Marmaduke. Watching older players compete as a young boy and aspiring to be a part of the history of the NEA also ranks at the top for Mark. The NEA tournament is the standard for invitational tournaments. The opportunity for area teams to compete on the campus of a great university in front of so many great fans in such a special environment, located in a basketball-rich community, is a rare memory for those of us who are blessed to be a part of this great holiday sports tradition. After graduating from high school, Mark attended Florida College, where his team was a national NLCAA champion. He also attended Southern Baptist College, where he was selected as a member of all-conference team and JUCO All-Star team. Mark completed his BBA marketing degree from University of Central Arkansas in Conway. Mark is currently a songwriter and music publisher in the Nashville, Tennessee area. He also has served as a non-faculty basketball coach for his local middle and high school teams, as well as director of an exposure basketball club. Thank you, Mark Springer, for your contributions to the NEA tournament. Next, we have Sam Casey. Mr. Sam Casey spent 37 years in education. He served as a basketball coach for 15 of those 37 years, coaching at Harding Academy, Highland, Rector, Cross County, and Cave City. During his 8 years at Rector, his teams averaged more than 20 wins per year. Coach Casey's fondest memory of the NEA was the finals of 1974, where his Rector Black Cats team lost to West Memphis. His team that year went on to win the Arkansas College Tournament. During his coaching career, he had the opportunity to coach against some great athletes, such as Tony Ellis of West Memphis, Tanya Webb of Augusta, and Jim Black of Tourney. Coach Casey had 3 players from his 1974 team that received athletic scholarships: Keith Price at Arkansas College, Jim Spear at Harding, and Jerry Huggins at Crowley's Ridge College. Coach Casey feels that the NEA tournament has had so much success because of the rich tradition that Northeast Arkansas has had on basketball. Since the 1960s, this has been a hotbed for basketball. The tournament has provided quality competition that is equal to a state tournament atmosphere. Coach Casey ended his education career in 2001, where he retired as Salem Superintendent of Schools. He now is retired, where he resides in Salem, enjoying church activities, fishing, hunting, and doing woodworking. Thank you, Coach Sam Casey, for your contribution to the NEA tournament. Next is Phil Bridger. Coach Bridger is a 1953 graduate of Nelson High School. His first teaching coaching position was at Lake City, where he coached for 4 years. Coach Bridger later went back to his alma mater, Nettleton, where he coached for an additional 8 years. While at Lake City, his team won the first ever championship for the Lake City Catfish. During this time, the NEA was composed of 2 divisions, B and A. Coach Bridger recalls the tournament during its infamy. Teams would have trouble because of weather and would have to spend the night in the gym because of bad road conditions. He recalls what an honor it was for a team to be invited to the tournament. Teams were selected based upon their records. For many individuals, the NEA tournament success was every bit as important as winning the state tournament. For so many years, the tournament has embraced the bragging rights for all communities. Mr. Bridger recalls the tournament also from a player's perspective, where he played a vital role in the 1952-53 championship while playing for the Nettleton Raiders. Mr. Bridger was named to the All-NEA team while helping his team capture the victory. Mr. Bridger recalls the greats such as Jerry Rook from Nettleton, Don Shatley of Leechville, and Donnie Kessinger of Forest City as being some of the greatest players he witnessed in the tournament. Coach Bridger attributes local crowd interest, close proximity for travel, great facilities, and a huge human interest for good basketball as being factors for the success of the tournament for now 70 years. After leaving the coaching profession in 1969, Coach Bridger continues to return to the NEA tournament each year during the holidays to watch the area's greatest basketball. Coach Bridger is now retired from Arkansas State University. Thank you, Coach Phil Bridger, for your contributions to the NEA. And Miss Myra Parrish. Myra is the wife of the late Jim Parrish. The two of them were married for almost 52 years. She is the mother of children with Anna and Mark Parrish. Myra has 2 grandsons, Jordan and Ethan Looney. She has lived in the Truman area most of her adult life. Ms. Parrish worked alongside her husband for many years at the NEA tournament. She has served as secretary of the executive committee for more than 36 years. During that time, she reflects on the many holidays she has spent watching ball games with her smaller children on her lap. In 1974, when her husband Jim was appointed chairman of the executive committee, they were required to be at every game, and balancing the needs of a newborn was very challenging. Myra's daughter Anna played in the tournament in the 80s and can recall the added excitement that it brought to their family during the holiday season. The anticipation of the tournament each year brings the excitement of knowing that renewed friendships will be made. The opportunity to see individuals that you see only one time a year has so much special meaning to her. The tournament just brings about a different atmosphere, one that we do not experience at any other time. Seeing smaller schools playing on such a large stage and exposing their own programs are all things that Ms. Parrish believes has made the tournament so successful for so long. Ms. Parrish is the lady behind the scenes. She pays all the bills, sends out letters of interest each year to participating schools, sends out scholarship applications to high school counselors, helps nail down the available playing dates, sends letters of interest to officials, mails out final brackets to schools, and above all else, keeps impeccable records for the tournament. Ms. Parrish, you have done a wonderful job for so many years. Thank you for your contributions to the NEA. Each year, the committee recognizes 2 seniors for the Jim Parrish Educational Scholarship. These scholarships are worth $1,000 each. The 2 recipients this year are Sydney Higgins and Darius Eskridge. Will the 2 of you and your families make your way to center court? Sydney is the daughter of Dr. Clifton and Mrs. DeAndrea Higgins. Sydney is a senior at Bay High School where she is actively involved in FCCLA, FBLA, FCA, student government, and the Youth Praise Worship Band. Sydney has accumulated a 4.0 GPA while being very active in the Bay community. She has volunteered with services to the Pee Wee basketball program, medical mission trip to Peru, pillowcase drive for the Bonner, and Operation Christmas Child. Upon graduation, her plans include attending Arkansas State University and later entering the medical profession. Congratulations, Sydney Higgins, 2016 Jim Parrish Educational Scholarship recipient. Darius Eskridge is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Timothy Eskridge Sr. Darius is a senior at Nettleton High School where he is actively involved in student council, science club, beta club, National Honor Society, Spanish club, as well as Gentlemen of Knowledge. Throughout Darius's busy schedule, he has maintained a 3.94 GPA. Darius's volunteer projects have included Touch a Truck, Leap for Literacy 5K, Pine Hill Cemetery Cleanup, and Operation Honor. Upon graduation, Darius wants to be more involved in his community. He hopes to become a physical therapist. Congratulations, Darius Eskridge, the 2016 Jim Parrish Educational Scholarship recipient. At this time, we would like to recognize one of the participants from the original NEA tournament back in 1948. Hickory Ridge defeated Truman 41-38 to win the very first NEA tournament. And Mr. Curtis Hagler is here with us. He was a part of that Hickory Ridge team. And that is the original trophy Mr. Hagler and his team won. On another hand for Mr. Curtis Hagler from the 1948 Hickory Ridge Tournament champions.
Let it go, Coach. Smile at us. Good to see you. Glad you came.